Alright, Abusia, Yabemo Bibia Aquaba, Slonkoso, Aba POG Media. So, my show, say Afenyo Markin B0lďly so obe like and was subscribe and afin so my share Media no. I'm a from Sansa to me, Aka. And some air coso my Ghana more, yes, so Yajapin say, Brother no, any political trending stories are make headlines or microphone Ghana mono. POG Media, Yababa Bedum, Yabija for any Abusia for, Nende, the ansem, and air coso or political hiring so. Awanwade bi asi ewo Parliament House and the abra Speaker of Parliament dissolve of Parliament na ne nyina ye Afenyo Markin and achese odi nsem bi ebetu dwa after say ato forcing eba be kasa na time Afenyo Markin eden nsem to dwa na wo chese Speaker of Parliament Aban Babin ne papa na obejina house na nemu asle bonefache free speaker ho esan say time vacant seat won sense bi ba no na no pa ekutia Speaker of Parliament inti odidwa toa achese Afenyo edikotodwegu from Parliament House achese or Speaker of Parliament acho say onfa ne bone ya wayi nyina enche no ono Afenyo Markin so no usa onim de na ya achese busua na ama Parliament House no enije esi wo ha Afenyo Markin esade to aso achese congratulate Ato forcing as the majority leader chese or sanso beg John Dramani Mahama say Osweno on try so be retaining Speaker of Parliament Aban Babin obe retaining na chese ensama Afenyo Markin do to no na ensam no enije nsem papa etabusu me waste time kra me person ba me yakoni akwakuti Afenyo Markin nsema or the two Janansa Nebecono, make sure so some can be a comment section while I can share Media no, my for Francis into me and can be Medamas.
One disappointment to me as a leader. These are citizens of our country who, for no fault of theirs, have earned that call to serve at the highest court of the land. Mr. Speaker, I will not belabor their CV. But we know that these were citizens of substance who could have contributed their quota in enriching the jurisprudence of our country at the highest level. But again, we could not reach an agreement. And to date, I have to look in my direction. Look in my direction. I'm addressing some of your mischief. Mr. Speaker, again, we could not have a deal, and we've left it hanging. It has become odious. Mr. Speaker, I wish, as a House, we could have handled the World Bank $250 million facility to support the financial sector. This was also a facility that had gone through the committee process, and the House could have carried it for government to cushion the financial sector. But again, for good reasons known to my friends opposite me, we could not have a deal. But Mr. Speaker, the Frenchman will say, c'est la vie. This is life. We cannot push anymore, but to look forward to a new day, to also hold the new government feet to the fire. Get them to be accountable, get them to do what is right, and not get personal, but rather enrich governance of our country. Mr. Speaker, this government has achieved so much for the people of Ghana, but not a perfect government. Mr. Speaker, if our friends who today talk about corruption, I want to remind them that the call of corruption was on them when they previously ruled this country for 8 years. Many children whose parents could not afford secondary education had the opportunity of enjoying free SHS. Mr. Speaker, today Ghanaians, 5.7 million of them, have benefited from free SHS. Mr. Speaker,
another state of the economy.
not only did we have 5.7 million Ghanaian children benefiting from free SHS, we also had government introducing free TVET. Technical education was made free, and government built 34 new schools and introduced the STEM program for our children. Mr. Speaker, this government is on record to have boldly initiated the ambitious Agenda 111. These projects are at various stages of completion, and we expect that from tomorrow, the new government will take immediate steps to ensure continuous funding of these projects so that our people will get better health care. Mr. Speaker, the government, in terms of roads, added not less than 14,000 kilometers to our existing road infrastructure. And, Mr. Speaker, we expect that this new government, which takes office tomorrow, would be minded of these high achievements and even do better. Mr. Speaker, we have been told that in the area of energy, there were some corruption in certain areas. But, Mr. Speaker, I beg to say that we kept the lights on, and this government ensured that electricity for households and industry was on, minimal challenges in terms of light off as compared to what our in 2017. Mr. Speaker, in the just ended election, the president ensured that they put together.
You are out of order.
My feet. Mr. Speaker, this is your nature. Mr. Speaker, we had a very peaceful election. Upon violence of the NDC, who sent tax to coalition attacking candidates to posterity. That the very people they are using to on Ghanaian people will soon come back to them. I leave them to posterity. Never again should we witness, whereas the NPP accepted the results and even relied on due process of law to get justice. The NDC decided to unleash violence on the Ghanaian people. Mr. Speaker, Nana Addo Akuffo, the President of the Republic, has made his name in Ghana and in the sub-region. It is therefore not surprising the ECOWAS recognized him, celebrated him. Mr. Speaker, the 8th Parliament, however, witnessed Her Excellency Teresa Akuffo, my honorable, and I worked so hard in ensuring that the business was conducted in a convivial and congenial atmosphere. This Parliament achieved notable legislative milestones. One bills, including private. Furthermore, the 8th Parliament approved the nomination of His Lordship Justice Eni Yeboah for appointment to the high office of Chief Justice of the Republic, and after his retirement, Her Ladyship Justice Gertrude Araba Esaba Sakitokonu took over. Mr. Speaker, the House, in all, vetted and approved 9 justices of the Supreme Court and 2 Chief Justices during a tenure. Mr. Speaker, under your leadership, you initiated the Visitors Program and the Citizens Bureau, and this strengthened public engagement and participatory democracy. Parliament also celebrated the 30th anniversary of parliamentary democracy and hosted international conferences such as the 66th Commonwealth Parliamentary Conference and ECOWAS parliamentary sessions, which took place in my constituency, Efutu.
Abusia, nsɛm no mu bi ene kokotie no na Afenyo Markin to aso na wo twese eyade a omo majority leader omo NPP for no eyade na NDC na omo ye minority leader no omo ye very very stubborn. Decision bi a omo majority leaders no take no eyade a obo minority no omo abagusi wum chese omo atete ne papa na enye no wanwa na ni nyina na eyade a NDC for pre to me no more smell power intina de omo ye nyina na enye no wanwa a chese ode me pa acho nso ma Ghana fu nyina se opa ogina na do dan Akuffo adu anamu apa Ghana ni bi acho se one district one factory a omo ka se omo be ye omo ntimi anye chese enioma policies a omo de gu akwan mu a nyina omo ntimi anye no osele gbani facho omo fa nche na ado achese Afenyo Markin nsem na ndo to the Parliament House one de na ensam no ano ed na papa enti mepesa bodwa force abem yakone akwakotie nsem a Afenyo Markin to aso.
These events reinforce Ghana's commitment to democratic principles and regional cooperation. This is an outstanding achievement in the quest to enhance our democratic governance. Mr. Speaker, in spite of all these great achievements strengthening the pillars of Parliament, we in the majority have some few challenges in the manner you handle the House. There were times that we felt you were partisan, and there were times that we felt you could prevail on our colleagues better in cooperating with us. There were times that we felt we were let down. But Mr. Speaker, as you always say, you cannot do it perfect and cannot get it perfect. You did the best as you could. It's our prayer, Mr. Speaker, that as we've been notified of you presiding over the 9th Parliament and well placed in the east of this august House, we pray that the space you gave to the minority to allow the opposition to vent out its concerns, we will have say as you preside. We have no doubt on our mind that you will do that for us. Mr. Speaker, Let me also, at this juncture, thank the parliamentary service staff. What would life be without them? What would life be for the MP of this parliament, the member of parliament of this 8th parliament? What would life be without them? Quiet, they are the quiet councillors who are not recognized. On behalf of my colleagues of this August House, I say a big thank you for your service, all you've done to help us become better than we think of ourselves. Mr. Speaker, somewhere last week, when my party was considering who should lead the House, I had cause to be worried over a few issues. An elder statesman spoke to me and told me, take it personal. Don't take it personal. Politics might have gone through worse situations. As though I will plead with you, let bygones be bygones. You know what some seniors on our side know. You know wish you well. So attractive for those. Nobody should think, I hope, that it with its so-called wild goose chase, it will disturb the governance of this country. We don't need any so-called aura. Unhappy we may have be with their work, we must more from tomorrow. It is due process of law rather than chasing politics. That cocoa prices for the farmer will be increased without delay. The Ghanaian people are expecting that taxes at our ports will be reduced significantly. The people of Ghana expect that only 60 ministers will get appointed into this new government. And the 60 ministers, Mr. Speaker, these are the breakdown. All 16 regions will have one. So if you have 16, you take 16 out, you are left with 44. Of the 44, Mr. Speaker, once upon a time, ASK Badwin, as he then was, as minority leader at this very dispatch box, said soon and very soon, the MPP will soon see him and know him when he was seconding the motion for Alajete's consideration as Speaker. You haven't seen anything yet. You keep quiet and listen. Soon and very soon, you will see the true politics here So you relax. But you would hear me. We heard Addo. You will hear me. Mr. Speaker, now if you take away 16 ministers from the 60, the regional minister, you are left with 44. Obiniyem. The 44 left. You can only take about 25 from Parliament. 25 from Parliament. 25 out of the 180 something. Mr. Speaker, there is going to be redundancy in this house. And very soon, Mr. Speaker, the majority leader would experience the moment that, Mr. Speaker, you refer to as majority leader, look behind you, your back is empty. Very soon, your members who will become redundant will not come into this chamber. And there you will see that the minority that you think we are mini minority will become the majority. Mr. Speaker, I am not a prophet, neither am I a seer. But this thing I can foresee that is going to happen. Mr. Speaker, even the MPs who will not get positions, there are other non-MPs who are looking for board appointments. So you won't even get board appointments. You won't get it. You are going to... Now, your foot soldiers will be coming to you for employment. They will be coming to you for support.
Honorable Majority Leader,
Mr. Speaker,
we are talking about the 8th Parliament.
Mr. Speaker,
Closing remarks of the 8th Parliament.
Mr. Speaker, Akuffo,
We are talking about...
Mr. Speaker, I told Addo that today is a ceremonial day. I prepared a beautiful ceremonial speech. And I told Leader Emeritus that all the time Addo would depart. He took advantage of a ceremonial speech to lambast my government. And you think I should keep quiet? No, you won't get. I'm in the dispatch box. You see, you guys cannot take it. We sat quietly and allow you to punch us. You can't take it. Mr. Speaker has even come to your rescue. I'm not done. I won't finish now. Sit down.
Honorable Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, because of your intervention.
Please.
All right, Abusia. Into winning so much as a course or political hiring such as CC, the Afenyo Markin B0lďly or ye becan say or minority leader, Emma NPP no, or them a patcho, I'm a speaker of parliament, Urban Babina, or say, speaker, I am papa coupe. Na ensense mi na koba ya odi abufu ekasetiano na eyade or respect speaker papa chese or sre John Dramani Mahama cramp say ebe possible and con retain Aban Baben as Speaker of Parliament chese or say congratulate NDC MP select ne Akuffo say one omobeye adwuma chese ensama Afenyo Markin B0lďly no na ensam no ano edene intabusham de mbesi na madam asesama je pini mekuti ensama ekoso our political hiring so POG Media any political trending stories make headlines no ahanum say and I want say ebeka update no medamase